Good morning, everyone. Today is day one of Contemporary-A-Thon, and I decided that I'm going to do daily vlogs. I'm a little bit unsure of how this is gonna go because I've never daily vlogged before, so I'm sorry if these are really boring. I'm gonna try my best to make them interesting and not just super repetitive, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not really sure. I think today I'm so tired and it is very bright outside right now. I just want to close my eyes and go back to sleep, but I'm determined to be productive. So I think today I'm going to start one of my audiobooks. By the way, if you haven't already seen my TBR for what I'm going to be reading this week, I will link it, I think, up there, and you can go watch that. But I think I'm going to start Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. This is the only one that I have on audio, and I think I want to just lay in bed a little bit longer and listen to an audiobook. Okay. No, this looks like I'm naked. Hang on. Okay. Is this better? Not trying to get demonetized here. Hey guys. So I fell asleep like maybe 20 minutes after I filmed that last clip, and I just woke up, so I'm getting a little bit of a late start today. But I have listened to a couple hours of Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating, and I really like it so far. I don't know if I have mentioned this already, but I've read one book by Christina Lauren before called Roomies, and I did really like the romance and the characters, but I didn't like the plot. The plot was just weird to me, but going into this one, I'm loving the romance. I think I like this romantic pairing more than Roomies. Basically, the setup for this book is that there's this girl Hazel and this guy Josh, and they knew each other in college, and the first time that they met, she threw up on his shoes, and she's just like really an eccentric person. She's kind of infatuated with Josh. He's like this unattainable person to her. And then he graduates college, and they never see each other again until now. It turns out that he is her best friend's brother that she like didn't know, and they reconnect and they become friends. Neither of them is really looking for like serious relationships, so they set each other up on blind double dates, but none of them go well. So after every single date, they end up just like going home together instead of home with their dates. And right now they're kind of at the point where like they're starting to realize they might have feelings, but they're not sure, and they don't want to say anything because they don't want to ruin the friendship. You know, that typical friends to lovers trope thing. The audiobook is pretty short. It's only like, I think 7 hours, and I've listened to maybe 3, so I'm a good halfway into it. I also just love the characters. Hazel, like I said, is super eccentric, and she really reminds me of Jessica Day from New Girl. She's a 3rd grade teacher, and she owns like a billion pets. She has a poodle, and what else does she have? A parrot and a fish, and I think a hamster or something. And then Josh is like really put together. He's like organized and neat, and obviously like the total opposite of her, but they just get along so well. And I mentioned this, I think, in my TBR, but Josh is Korean. Every time I open this thing, I spill it everywhere. I don't have any other plans today other than to read. I feel like I'm gonna be able to finish this in the next couple of hours. I'm just waiting for an email from my advisor at school because something like super annoying happened, and with like paperwork and stuff, and I'm not able to register for classes until it gets sorted out. And there's a lot of like back and forth between different departments, and like it's really frustrating because it's no fault of my own. It's totally like a mistake on their part, but until it gets worked out, I can't register, which is super stressful because all the classes are filling up, and I'm probably gonna have to be put on some wait lists and just hope I get a class. So I'm kind of really stressed about that right now, and I'm trying not to think about it. Like, thinking about school problems makes me feel sick, so I'm just like trying to distract myself because the more I think about it, the more sick I feel, and it's really stressing me out. Also, I have no idea why I'm putting on makeup because I'm not going anywhere and I never wear makeup unless I'm like going somewhere nice, but I figured let's do some vlog content. Otherwise I don't even know what this vlog will be. This isn't even like turning out nice. what is happening here? It's good enough. I don't even know what's happening and my hair is really frustrating me because it looks horrible. Y'all wanted these daily vlogs, okay? What is that? Oh my god. Right now, everyone is realizing that they made a very big mistake in requesting that I do daily vlogs. This is solid content right here. Me just like mouth open, putting on mascara. Is this what y'all came for? Doesn't matter. It's what y'all are getting. Now that I've sufficiently destroyed my face, time to go back to reading.
Previously on the Dragon Prince. Ho-ho-hoys! You're going on a trip to the Panther Lodge.
So, I just finished... What was it called? Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. Oh my god, I totally... Today's just been so stressful. My mind can't even retain any information. So I finished it, and I think I'm giving it 4 stars. Hang on, let me find somewhere to put my camera down because I don't want to hold it while I talk about this book. Ugh. Is that a good spot? Okay, this is better. Like I said, I finished Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating, and I ended up giving it 4 stars. I kind of have like mixed feelings about this book because I was really loving it. The first 3/4 of the book were amazing and I was so close to giving it 5 stars. The chemistry between Josh and Hazel was just everything that I love in romance books. The tension was perfect. I really loved their friendship and how we slowly got to see it evolve into something more, and they kept relying more and more on each other, and it was just so cute. And the plot was super fun, like them constantly going on these really horrible double dates, and then at the end of the date they would end up going home together and they would just be like, I don't know why these dates aren't working. And as a reader you're going, the dates aren't working because you two are in love with each other. But yeah, it was really good, and unfortunately the ending of this book just completely killed it for me. I hate the ending so much. If the first like 3/4 of the book hadn't been as good as it was, I would probably be rating this book 2 stars based off of how much I hate the ending. Basically, with like 30 pages left in the book, they threw in this totally like random plot point and it just completely shifted the tone of the book drastically. The majority of the book was like fun and quirky and silly and lighthearted, and then all of a sudden this thing happens that's heavy and dark, and I just really didn't like it. And then basically I got to the end of the book and didn't even realize it was the end of the book because it was so abrupt. It was a hard stop in the middle of what I think was the peak of the drama at the end, and then it cuts to an epilogue that's like many years later, and it really annoyed me because I felt like it was used as a cop-out to not have to explain the dramatic thing that happens. They just kind of threw this dramatic thing at you and then bam, it cuts to like 5 years later and everything has been resolved and is fine. I don't even think that needed to be there in the first place. It actually kind of took away from their moment to finally be together, and I just didn't like it. I really didn't like the ending. The more I'm thinking about it, the more annoyed I am because this could have been so good and the ending just totally killed it. I mean, overall it was a good book because I loved it up until that point. I'm just disappointed. I also want to apologize for what my vlog has been so far. I edited the first part and I realized that pretty much all I did was complain, and so I'm sorry sorry. I know that was probably really annoying. I was just in like a really weird, stressed out mood. I've been so stressed out over school. But a couple hours ago, I got an email back from my advisor and everything was taken care of. So I was able to get on a couple wait lists for classes. I'm not officially in any classes yet because they're all full, which is still stressful. I'm still stressed, but deep breaths, we're fine. But I did get a package that I'm pretty sure I know what it is. I don't know if you guys can see, but it looks like it is the ARC for Arch Enemies, which is the sequel to Renegades by Marissa Meyer. And I'm really excited. I totally forgot that I was getting this ARC because, oh! Okay. Anyways, what I was saying was I totally forgot I was getting this ARC because they sent me an email about it like months ago. I think like in May. And then it never came, so I just assumed I wasn't getting one. But it came. So, shockingly, it came in this tote bag that says Nova and Adrian, Kath and Jest. I don't know who they are. And then Cinder and Kai. Oh, these must be the characters from Heartless, right? I don't know. I haven't read Heartless. I think I gave Renegades like 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. It was definitely my favorite of what she's written. Ooh! This is in there too. I don't know if you can see. They like change into their normal clothes and then their superhero costume. That's cool. So here's the ARC. I really like this cover. I'm excited to read this. Obviously I can't read this for Contemporary-A-Thon. This comes out in November. Okay, so now I guess it's only like, what time is it? It's only 7:30. I actually finished the book like hours ago. I finished it around like 3 o'clock, but I've been dealing with like the whole school schedule registering drama for the past like 4 hours. And then I was taking a break and I was watching some of the Dragon Prince on Netflix, which, oh my god, I'm loving so much. I'm a really big fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and if you don't know, the Dragon Prince, it's on Netflix and it's by one of the people who created Avatar. And I really like it so far. There's basically like a war going between elves and humans because the humans stole the dragon egg of the Dragon Prince. And there's these kids who are trying to stop the war. It's really great. I'm enjoying it. I think I'm like halfway through the first season. So I might watch some more of that. But I also need to pick my next book. I think I might start reading Pride by Evie Zvoy, which was the modern day Pride and Prejudice retelling with 2 black main characters. I think I'm really gonna love it. It sounds good, and I love Pride and Prejudice. So I think that's the end of day 1 because I want to edit and upload this video before I go to sleep, and my internet takes hours to upload videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's vlog.